Okay, you guys, we're coming in with the final message for today. All praises to the Most High. All right, we only gonna utilize two decks. Two decks. We're gonna go through a run through with our overall, and then we're gonna come back and sum it up with the actual tarot. All right. All praises to the Most High. We're gonna use these as the overall, and we're gonna come and sum it all up with the actual tarot. All right. Okay, Father. All praises. Okay, Father. We ready when you ready. All right. We ready when you ready, Father. This may be a real short message here. Oh. Go through one more. Because I kind of felt a buckle. It may be one or two more, though. I still think this is going to be a short read. There you go. We taking reversals. It's a lot wanted to come out right here. We taking reversals? No reversals. Okay. All right. We only got three, you guys. All right. We got midnight. Something about midnight. And we got shop. And we got dinner. Something about midnight, shop, dinner, and we got obsession at the bottom of the deck. All right, something about midnight. Okay, midnight. Now, the spirit said we not taking reversals, okay? But what something wasn't a shock for somebody. But we put the shock back in the upright, but something wasn't a shock for somebody, okay? All right. And then with the Seven of Cups coming out here, okay? This really kind of lining in that only thing this saying from what I just said to see this Seven of Cups, okay, somebody was seeing something a little clear. All right. That maybe others around them didn't see. But at the same time, for me to see the Seven of Cups, somebody kept silent though. They didn't put that out to nobody. They kind of like probably just stood back and kind of just peeked game and kind of just listened in on what others was saying. But somebody kind of saw through the veil. Okay, already. Okay. Midnight. So, what is it about midnight? Midnight. What is it about midnight? Okay, you got the Empress coming in the reverse along with the Three of Wands. So, an Empress in the reverse tells me, for one thing, and with this Three of Wands, this person could have traveled somewhere. They could have traveled somewhere. Or it could have been some type of distance going on about something here. But wherever they went, whatever they did, they wasn't acting like themselves. I'll put it like that. Okay? They wasn't acting like themselves. All right? Something could have been going on at midnight to the point where either a question may have arrived about something, and this Empress in the reverse didn't have no type of clarity or didn't have a way of answering something. Something, I don't know, I'm picking up is something about knowledge. It's something they didn't know. Or somebody probably asking this person why they didn't know something, when being an empress, somebody felt like somebody should have known what they asked them. Okay? Why the empress coming in the reverse? Wow. You even got the Hierophant coming in the reverse. Wow. And you got the Lovers. The Lovers came in the upright. So that tells me either these two individuals wasn't who they say they are. Again, about the question. Because one thing about a Hierophant, they like a teacher, right? They wise. They a leader. It could have been something about religion. They very traditional. But with this coming in the reverse, something wasn't colliding right there. And you got the Lovers here. Not saying that these individuals were lover. I'm not saying that. But it's something about the Lovers. Let's get a clarifier on why the Lovers coming out. Because we got the Hierophant in the reverse. We got the Empress in the reverse. Even a Hierophant or a leader or something, or an institution. They could be, something could be shattering around something. Okay. Why the Lovers? And we finna move on. Why are the Lovers here? Okay. We got the Page of Swords. That talks about somebody could have been spying, gossiping. Okay. They thought somebody was more knowledgeable than what they found out somebody is. Nine of Swords. That talks about anxiety, fear, frustration. Okay. So that's what's going on with midnight. Okay. Shock. Shock actually came in the reverse. Spirit said we weren't taking reverse. Like I say, somebody really was shocked. Somebody was already seeing through the veil, but somebody kept silent. But what is it about shock? Somebody kept silent. Somebody seen truth, knew truth, but they didn't speak up. There go the Two of Swords. Now somebody could be stuck, indecisive. Okay. Somebody know that the reason behind something. Somebody knew somebody only wanted control. They only wanted money. They wanted to have stability. They could have only wanted to have some higher ranking. Okay. Somebody knew a lot, but they kept silent. We see dinner here. We're going to just take that one right there. Okay. So it could have been some type of discovery about something. Okay. Somebody could have had some form of discovery. Okay. Give me a clarifier on this Six of Swords. Now, either somebody had a discovery about something during dinner, or something came out on the night where something happened around midnight. Something came out. one or the other. But I feel like something tells me whatever this is, all this occurred in the same night potential. They had dinner. They did some other things around midnight. Somebody was sitting back watching something here. Somebody in the midst of what was going on, they was very watchful. They noticed a lot of things. This 3 of Coins that talks about planning, preparation. They could, around dinner is when this conversation came out. When pertaining to this Empress in the reverse and maybe the Hierophant in the reverse. All this could have happened around dinner. And with the shop, that's when out from around these individuals here, at least 3 people grouped up. They started speaking on what they observed during the conversation. Because they was listening. I told you already, this 3 of Coins really only confirming what I said about the shock. Somebody knew something. Somebody saw something. Somebody seen all through the veil, but they kept quiet. They ain't saying that. But behind the scene, they found out 2 other people were catching on to some things too. They discovered something. They know something now. Things are more clear to them now. Okay? Unbeknown maybe to this Empress in the reverse and this Hierophant in the reverse. Or unbeknown to the lovers. They pretty much, apparently for what I see, they kind of exposed themselves. They could have been intoxicated and rambled off a lot of information that they didn't think nobody was going to catch up on. Or they thought they was so secured in a circle, they can just let their words come out and people going to sweep them up under the rug. Because that could be the type of lifestyle they used to. They used to people sweeping their dirt up under the rug for them. Okay? But apparently, they was around some individuals this time. They know how to peep game. And they peeped it. And they caught it. And they conversed about it. Obsession. Obsession. Look at that. Not only do you have the 3 of Swords, you have a 5 of Wands. Because see, either an argument took place, could have been a fight, disagreement. They found out could have been something about competition, but they found out about some betrayal. 3 of Swords. They see somebody could have had a bad obsession over somebody. So while these 3 right here was conversating about everything they heard around the dinner, maybe then they was bold enough to question for themselves. And things could have got a little out of hand. A lot of truth came out. That's the way I see this. A lot of truth came out. Overall, what we see here, Father, let's give a closing, please. There go the Strength card. Could have been all about one person. All of this could have been, they found out about the truth about this Empress. In the reverse. Probably why whatever this Empress was connected to, because the Empress is supposed to be like over an empire or something, right? Just like an emperor, right? That's why this Hierophant came in the reverse. So whatever this Emperor was a part of, apparently, is falling. Can we get a clarifier on the strength card and we closing it out? We got the Three of Cups came on this side. Really, halfway was in the reverse. I don't know why. All of a sudden, I heard the three witches. I don't know why I heard that. But it's three right here too, though, right? And it's three at this dinner table here too, right? So, with this card halfway coming like it did, there go the change in perspective, in my opinion. Three of Cups, all the way to a Three of Coins. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. And it all started from the dinner table. I will clarify the strength card, right? But three came out on their side, almost in the reverse. So it's something these three did to get the truth out from what they heard at that dinner table. Is that what I just saw there? Clarify the Three of Cups, because I feel that's really what happened right here. I really feel that's really the way that went. We on the Three of Cups halfway in the reverse, spirit. That's the truth. It got to be. That's the Ace. Look at that. And the Chariot. That's the Ace of Wands. And the Chariot. So that's the truth. They wanted this truth to come out. Ace of Wands. That talks about the inspiration. Lines in with the authority. You got the Chariot. The authority in the midst of this. Which now is why these here three came out halfway turned around. Because for one, they could be getting questioned about what they talked about and what they observed and heard at that dinner table. And here go the Tower. I ain't even have to pull it now. And they use trickery, potentially, okay, to bring this information out. Because there go the Justice card. There you go. Right there. That's why they came out like this. Because they being questioned. Here go the Seven of Swords. They feel like this person deceived them to a certain degree. Uh-huh. I ain't gonna put no more because I think I keep getting pulled into these messages because they know I like reading cards. But I ain't gonna have to do no more because all in all, there you go. Plain as day. Alright, I don't know what went down. I ain't gonna even try to dig that much more. I don't even have to pull on the strength card because I seen what this was all about. It was about that individual. It was about that individual. Uh-huh. That's why I say you keep coming to me. I'm going to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Because a lot of people keep exposing themselves, pulling me to these cards. More and more. You keep it exposed unless y'all want to be exposed. Apparently you do. No, y'all think y'all trickery working. It gonna work for you. And y'all told y'all need to put them tools down because them tools gonna work against you. Because that's, like I said, the time has been up for the usage of that mess. That stuff ended in the book of Leviticus. It's 2025. Book of Leviticus came out. The book came out in 1611. Then 1611, that mess supposed to not even be here no more. All praise to the Most High. Talk to you later.